This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I got this tweet by Frank Drebin, who's doing a good job covering Death First Heard on Twitter. It's about Eve Barlow, who is actually really mad that USA Today printed some misinformation, as she would call it. So let's see what we got here. So Frank says, the misinformation police needs you to know that the penthouse damage was all cleaned up. Wine stains out of carpets, washed, dried, destruction repaired, candlesticks reforged, glass shards back to tiny dog, layabout in socks, walking around norms, phone-shaped face bruise, buffed out. So I guess the theory is that they cleaned up the mess. There was a big, damning mess that Johnny made, and magically somebody waved the wand and it was all cleaned up, and the cops came and, well, I guess they missed it. I think that's what the main point is here. So Eve says this article by USA Today contains misinformation. There were two sets of responding cops, so the article is talking about the second set who arrived hours later after the loft had already been cleaned up. The first set did see the damage. So wait a minute, who cleaned it up? I mean, if Johnny did it, I guess he would want to clean it up to hide that alleged evidence of destruction. But if Johnny did it, wouldn't Amber and her friends want to leave it there as evidence? So either way, none of it really makes too much sense. Unless Johnny is really, really good at cleaning up things, which I don't think he is. Because, let's face it, Johnny's a multi-millionaire, and he probably doesn't clean up too much by himself. Maybe he does here and there. I don't know Johnny personally, but I'm just going to imagine he's got cleaning girls and things like that. So Johnny's probably not that good at cleaning. Let's of course see what some people are saying. The Hulk squad really need to read each other's testimonials before they tweet, because Josh clearly says in his statement that the only thing they cleared up before the second officers arrived was glass, and they left all the other damage where it was. So again, we've got another contradiction. I've been reading a couple of Amber defenses a little bit more lately, and they point out a couple of things here and there out of context. They make look bad, but when you see blatant contradictions like this, you go, all right, it looks like a lot of people defending Amber are taking things out of context. We still don't have a real solid piece of evidence on Johnny. And the real Laura B says, easy to clean up what never existed in the first place, which seems to make sense, and she got almost 100 likes on that tweet, and now she's got closer to 100. Don't Hide from the Truth says, but you are the one who has been calling Depp supporters menopausal assholes, one of the biggest misogynist expressions I have ever heard. And Eve Barlow says, I have never once called anyone menopausal. In fact, I never stooped to name calling, period. Stop lying. I bet we could find some name calling if we look into Eve Barlow just a little bit. I think everyone kind of loses it once in a while and does a little name calling here and there. But alright, I'm not going to go find something right now, but let's keep that in mind. And Suzanne says, what a messy crime scene. And this person actually defends Amber, so let's hear it out. The LAPD only having body cam footage from the second set of officers who attended 2 hours after the apartment was cleaned up just proves how corrupt they are. Where is the footage from the first set of officers who actually saw Amber's face up close? It's no surprise that the LAPD opposed Amber's motion for discovery on this issue. Johnny Depp's bodyguards are ex-LAPD. It's 1 plus 1. Well, if you're living in LA and you're a bodyguard, you've probably served as a police officer at some point. I mean, you know, they could be from anywhere in the country. But I bet if you look up bodyguards and their histories, if they're in the LA area or California, odds are they have served on the force at some point. You don't just go from being, you know, the lunch lady at an elementary school to a bodyguard for Johnny Depp. You don't go from manager at Taco Bell to bodyguard for Johnny Depp. You probably have a history in law enforcement and related areas. But okay. And wait, even if there was a mess, what does that prove? Who did it? We need proof of who made the mess, not that there was a mess. So the whole thing here is like, well, there was a mess. There was a mess. Okay, I could wreck this room right now, and then my wife could say that I abused her, but they don't actually connect. What does it even prove if the room was destroyed? What if Josh got drunk, Amber got drunk, Ayotilla got drunk, and they trashed the room? Okay, what we need is footage of Johnny trashing the room if you're going to accuse Johnny of trashing the room. A trashed room and proof of a trashed room doesn't necessarily connect to any kind of abuse. Okay, had to get that one little last point out. If you're not subscribed here and you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be pretty sad about it. We're done here for now. See you next time.